Hello Year 1, Mrs Hamilton here. So this week we've got some geography vocabulary that we're going to have a little look at in line with the maps and all the information we've been learning so far. So let's have a look. So the first one is cliff. So a cliff is a large mass of rock which is very tall and it must also be very steep. Unlike a hill, a cliff will go straight up and down. The face of a cliff is vertical. That means it's going like this. They're often found near the ocean or the mountains. And they can also be found in deep valleys or canyons. And you can also see bare rock rather than plants and trees. Now, if any of you know or have ever sailed on a boat from Dover to France, to Calais, you might see some cliffs, and they're very famous cliffs. Okay. I wonder if you might know the name, and if not, maybe one of your adults at home could help you. Have a little think. So they're called the White Cliffs of Dover, okay, and they're very, very famous. Maybe you want to have a little look or Google at those when you have an opportunity. So that's cliff. The next piece of vocab is forest. Okay, a forest has many trees and are one of the most common ecosystems on Earth. Trees produce oxygen that all living things need. Okay, you might have been to a forest during lockdown and had a walk around and seen trees built up, so have a little think about that. So the next piece of vocab is mountain. And a mountain is higher and steeper than a hill. It rises high above the terrain in a limited area. They are made from rocks and earth. Mountains are normally higher than 600 metres. Those that are less than that are called hills. Okay, I wonder if you can think of any famous mountains, if any of you know of any. Yep, so we've got Mount Everest. That's a really tall and really famous mountain. Maybe when you're doing your work that I've set you later on, you could see if you can think of or find out some names of some other mountains. I look forward to hearing about them. So the next vocabulary is hill. So a hill is lower than a mountain, and they're formed by nature and are higher than surrounding land. So they also have a summit, okay, which is the highest point, okay, on the hill. So maybe you've climbed a hill around your home, and see if you can get to the top point. When you get to it, remember to yourself that that is called a summit. So they're hills. Let's have a look at the next one. So the sea, that's another piece of vocabulary. And a sea is where land and ocean meet. Okay, so we've got the ocean here, the water, and we've got the land here, and where they meet, that is the sea. And so that land that the sea comes onto is called a beach. We've all hopefully been to the beach. And a beach is the relatively narrow strip of land that borders an ocean, river or lake, and land slopes gently downward on a beach to meet the water on the shore. Okay, the next piece of vocab is river. So a river is a natural moving stream of fresh water. Rivers feed water into seas, oceans, lakes, or another river. And rivers can vary in size, and there is no definition or rule on how big a flow of water must be to be categorised as a river. I want to see maybe if any of you know the name of the river that runs through Northampton. Okay, maybe you can add that to the work that you're going to do after this lesson. I look forward to seeing if you can find out the name of the river that runs through Northampton. And the last piece of vocab is soil. So this is the upper layer of earth in which plants grow. It's black or dark brown material, and it's typically made up of a mixture of clay, rock particles and organic remains. So that's soil. So this week's task, I'll take you to the next screen, is you've got some boxes here and some lines, and I've also taken the pictures that I've just shown you on the screen, I'd like you to cut out these pictures and put them in these boxes up here, okay, and either match the title to the picture, or you can write it yourself in these lines here, okay, and see if you can recall some of the information, or maybe find out some additional information about maybe a forest nearby, or what the river is that runs through Northampton, or what is the tallest mountain. Okay, and you can put that information on these lines here. Okay, and if you really are feeling very creative, instead of using these pictures, why don't you draw your own picture of a forest or of a river or soil in these boxes? I'll leave that entirely up to you. Okay, but I look forward to seeing the work that you create from this, and just keep doing all the fantastic work that you are doing at home, and we look forward to seeing you all very, very soon. Take care. Bye bye.